Carrying a gun in church can be a complicated and somewhat divisive topic, but it needs to be talked about. And it's not as simple as just throwing a gun in your pocket and calling that good enough. There are 4 important things that you need to know if you conceal carry at church. Let's talk about it. Hey guys, and welcome back to Modern Protector, where we talk about the skills, the tools, and the mindset that you need to protect your family and your church. All right, let's talk about the 4 crucial things that you need to know if you conceal carry at church. And I think you should. The first is to know your state laws. You need to find out whether or not you are legally allowed to carry in church. Do you need to get permission from the pastor to carry? Is written permission part of the legal requirement? Now, I think this is crazy, and most states don't require this, but you do not want to get yourself in a position where you are breaking the law because you didn't take the necessary steps. Be sure to stick around to the end because we're going to talk about active shooter training. The next one is to know the culture of your church. This one is huge because we're not just talking about some building full of random strangers. If your church is doing things right, then this is your church family and people that you look up to spiritually. Do they already have a security team in place? Are they open to having conversations about self-defense and protecting the congregation? How does the pastor feel about concealed carry? Some churches are just straight up anti-self-defense, which I think is unbiblical. Check out the book of Nehemiah for more context. Others have a huge culture of gun guys who love to get together at the range, but most are somewhere in between. You may have some people who understand the importance of protecting the flock, and others that are terrified of the thought of guns being carried in church. And the Lord loves us all the same, so show grace and tread lightly because this can be a divisive topic. But most great security teams start with one concealed carrier asking the hard questions. The third one is to understand common violence that takes place in churches. Yes, training for an active shooter is important, and we're going to talk about that in just a minute. But much more common than that is sexual abuse, disruptive drunks, kidnappings, dogs attacks in the parking lot, car break-ins, medical emergencies, and even armed robberies. All of these things are much more likely than an active shooter. Is your children's ministry set up with accountability and safety guidelines to protect kids from sexual abuse? Has your church talked about what to do if a belligerent drunk decides to interrupt the sermon? Do you carry pepper spray for dogs and unarmed attackers? Do you have a trauma kit to deal with life-threatening bleeding? Now, I know that none of these are exciting gun stuff, but these are all common gaps in most churches' security plans, and you as a concealed carrier need to think about what you need to prepare for realistically. Before we get to the active shooter stuff, if you are new to concealed carry or you're just trying to find the best way to conceal, then I've got something that will really help you out. The Concealed Carry Starter Kit is a short and practical guide that walks you through what gun to choose, the best way to carry, choosing the right holster, and what other self-defense tools you might need. It's everything I wish I would have known 10 years ago when I first started concealed carry. You do not have to figure everything out on your own. Check it out in the description down below. The last one is to understand the skills required to stop a lethal threat in a church setting. You may have heard it said that stopping an active shooter is very simple. You find him and you shoot him. While this is in fact very simple, it doesn't mean that it's going to be easy. The first opportunity for a clean shot might be at 30 yards. There may be people between you and the attacker. There may be people behind him. The solution is still really simple, right? But it is far from easy. There's a good chance that he's going to be moving. You're going to be moving. You're going to be under a lot of stress. And the more time he has before he's stopped, the more victims there will be. Do not take your training or your practice lightly. And I'm not saying that you need to be a Navy SEAL, but you need to be very competent with your handgun, which honestly, most concealed carriers are not. A lot of cops are not. Practice drawing and getting a clean headshot at great distances because that might be all you have. Practice shooting at a moving target. Practice with multiple no-shoot targets close to your intended target. And carry in a way that allows you to get to your gun fast and protect your church effectively, which means using a shot timer to time your draw. If you gained value from this video, then don't forget to like and subscribe down below. And if you want help concealing your gun in church, then check out this video. Until next time, be alert, stand firm in your faith, be strong, be courageous, and let all that you do be done in love. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.